I would like to share a poem that I've written with y'all. It's titled A Wintry Shame and a Steady Flame in the Wind. Let me read it first and let me do some explaining and then I read it again and wrap it up, okay? A wintry shame and a steady flame in the wind. The shame of my love for you may it shine to be a steady flame in the wind. The shame I harbored in my heart, in my being, this painstaking stupor, may it awaken to be a bow and an arrow that pierce my soul. Of a well-disciplined bowman, awaken the beauty of honest, true love that can withstand time and that awakens humanity in people. May God in this sloppy, slippery shame find the wintry quality and let it be purified like a snow crystal, melt into a beautiful drop of pureness that ever shines into the flame of my love for you and humankind and God. Somewhat the stagnant, the still water of my love, a pathway of digging, may it flow into a stream of cold water and find life. May shame be distilled, and may it live on as a steady holy flame in my heart, blowing warmth into the wind. Well, there are two people that I mentioned as love in my lifetime, in my videos, and also in my writings, and one is Professor Young Chae, and the other is Leonardo DiCaprio, The Voice. In this one in particular, I was thinking Professor. There were times when she's a woman, and it's not like I was thinking of her as a, how to say it, as a sexual kind of love, but I felt love for her that was I sometimes felt ashamed about. This was something like a homosexual kind of love in some sense, and I was ashamed of it. But is this something to be ashamed of? I thought about, and I don't exactly want to make it a homosexual kind of love. I want to make it a love sort of thing, but still she's a woman and it makes me feel, is it right? Is it right to harbor such love towards her? But I wrote this because, well, there's meaning in all kinds of love, right? I don't really mean to have a physical attraction for her, or I don't mean to have a physical association with her, but I want this love to be something that I can treasure. A lot of you might have a problem with that, but still, that's the basic feelings when it comes to loving a same-sex person. But still, those kind of love do exist, and I still don't know how to treat it, but this is my hope for this kind of love. Like, whatever it may be for a heterosexual love, a love that you sort of harbor shame about. It could be any kind of love, but the essence of that love may be something like this, may become something like this is my wish. So I was writing, the shame of my love for you, may it shine to be a steady flame in the wind. Like the shame and the whole, like the way people look at it, maybe it's the wind that surrounds my love for that person. But I want it to be something like a flame, a light that shines into the wind. The shame I harbored in my heart and my being, this painstaking stupor. The shame numbs me and makes me like, brings me into some sort of a stupor. And but may it awaken to be a bow and an arrow that pierce my soul, something like a Cupid's arrow that pierce my soul, but not just a playful prank sort of thing, but by a well-disciplined bowman. Awaken the beauty of honest, true love in me that can withstand time, that awakens humanity in people. May God, and I'm praying to God here. May God in his sloppy, in this sloppy, slippery shame, like this shame can lead into many, many kinds of paths. It could make me sloppy, it could degrade me, it could make me feel miserable, but in all this, find a wintry quality. Something about the winter, the coldness, has something of a purifying effect in some sense, like something cold, something very hot, and something that melts you, melts the gold, melts the gold into something more pure is purifying too. But a cold, something cold, something frozen is something purifying as well, in my opinion. And so find the winter quality and let it be purified like a snow crystal. Melt into a beautiful drop of pureness that ever shines into the flame of my love for you and humankind and God. So I wanted to extend that love into something greater. Somewhat the stagnant, the still water of my love. So my love, just like on my own, it could become stagnant. It could become like a still water. It's not pumped into anything. It's not used into anything. If it's like a regular loud kind of love, then you would see fruit. It would have its way of making itself into life. But this is sort of like a forbidden love, and it would turn stagnant. It would just turn still water. And I made it into, I think of it as I think of a pathway, thinking a pathway into a clearer stream of water. So I said, may it flow into a stream of cold water and find life. May shame be distilled, and may it live on as a steady, holy flame in my heart, blowing warmth into the wind. It goes back into the wind image and the flame. So I tied it up there like that. I think I sort of like this poem myself. So it was from a lot of agony over the years, and I sort of like wanted it to live. I didn't want this love to be something to be ashamed of. I wanted it to be something that was memorable, something that would unite itself to humanity, something that had quality of its own, and that stood on its own and was beautiful. I just wanted something to be God approved and loving, and something more than just my little like petty love that I arbor in my heart, because I didn't believe it to be that kind of love. So let me read it again. A wintry shame and a steady flame in the wind. The shame of my love for you, may it shine to be a steady flame in the wind. The shame I arbored in my heart, in my being, the painstaking stupor, may it awaken to be a bow and arrow that pierced mine soul, of a well-disciplined bowman, awaking the beauty of honest, true love that can withstand time, that awakens humanity in people. May God in this sloppy, slippery shame find the winter quality and let it be purified like a snow crystal, melt into a beautiful drop of pureness that ever shines into the flame of my love for you and humankind and God. Somewhat the stagnant, the still water of my love, a pathway digging, may it flow into a stream of cold water and find life. May shame be distilled, and may it live on as a steady, holy flame in my heart, blowing warmth into the wind. Thank you.